Everyone loves the good kid, the quiet one, the responsible one, the child who never caused problems. Teachers praised them. Parents trusted them. Relatives used them as an example. Why can't you be more like them? And from the outside, it looked like the good kid had the easiest life. No drama, no rebellion, no trouble. But here's the strange part. Many of those same children grow up feeling anxious, exhausted, and strangely empty. Not because they were bad kids, but because being the good kid often meant learning one invisible rule very early in life. Your feelings come second, and the longer you follow that rule, the harder it becomes to remember what you actually feel. Imagine a child sitting quietly at the dinner table. The adults are stressed. Money problems, work problems, arguments that the child doesn't fully understand. The child notices everything: the tension in the room, the tired look on their mother's face, the way their father sighs after work. So the child makes a quiet decision: I won't make things harder. They stop asking for things. They stop complaining. If they're sad, they keep it inside. If they're scared, they handle it alone. They become easy. Teachers call them mature. Relatives say they're wise beyond their years, but something subtle is happening in that child's mind. They're learning that love feels safest when they are low maintenance. Not too loud, not too emotional, not too needy. And at first this looks like strength, but over time, it becomes something else. Here's the psychology behind it. Children don't naturally ignore their own emotions. They learn to, especially when they grow up in environments where other people's emotions feel bigger, louder, or more important. When a child senses that the adults around them are overwhelmed, they adapt. They become the helper, the peacekeeper, the responsible one. Psychologists sometimes call this emotional parentification, but the child doesn't think of it that way. To them, it just feels like survival. If I stay calm, everything stays stable. If I don't ask for too much, nobody gets upset. If I take care of others, maybe everything will be okay. So they become incredibly good at reading people. They notice tiny changes in tone, small shifts in mood, a slight sigh across the room. They develop emotional radar, and that skill follows them into adulthood. But it comes with a hidden cost. Pause for a moment. Think about this question. When something upsets you, is your first instinct to talk about it, or to deal with it alone? Many former good kids do something almost automatic. They minimize their own feelings. It's not a big deal. I'll figure it out. Other people have it worse. On the surface, this looks like emotional strength, but sometimes it's actually emotional invisibility, because when you spend years being the stable one, you forget that you are also supposed to be a child. Here's something else that happens to many good kids. They become adults who feel responsible for everyone. A friend is upset, you try to fix it. A partner is stressed, you absorb it. Someone is disappointed, you feel like it's your fault, even when it isn't. Why? Because as a child, you learned a quiet equation: peace in the room equals safety, and somehow you became the one maintaining that peace. But there's another side to this, and it's rarely talked about. Good kids often grow up feeling incredibly lonely, not because people don't like them, but because very few people truly know them. They know the helpful version, the reliable version, the calm version. But the messy, emotional, overwhelmed parts, those stayed hidden for years, sometimes decades. Let's look at a simple moment. A friend asks you a question. How are you? You pause, and without thinking, you say, I'm good. But you're not. You're tired. You're anxious. You've been overthinking something for days.